Let me open my Facebook. Hi, everyone. Hi, ladies. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Anita, Paul, Anita and Paul Okoye. Okay? About the ongoing divorce. She filed for divorce, and Instagram, Facebook is on fire. Okay? And a lot of Nigerians react a lot. Okay? So Anita is the wife of Paul Okoye, the twins musician rapper. Okay, that at the end they separated, and they were together before, but at the end they separated, and Anita got married to Paul, and Peter got married to the wife. So too much. Let me off this TV. TV is distracting me with all this Afghanistan news every minute. So, with all the Instagram on fire, Facebook on fire, with everybody reacting on this issue that is on ground, all the dust is coming out, and a lot of people are really getting on her that why should she fight for divorce and ask for 96 million a year for the upkeep of her children and all those stuff. So a lot of people are really annoyed with her. Okay, what I don't understand is that this lady was dating Paul for at least 10 years, and they got married 7 years now, which is 17 years of her life. She gave it to just one person. And even Paul went and get somebody pregnant. She was still there, like those Nigeria typical struggle love that they normally do. In Africa, you have to struggle a lot to be with a man. Many of you see all these things play on the internet and all. We just see it as a normal thing. But many women really get hurt with all this behavior, because many of us don't see it like good evening, sis. Many of us don't see it like it's a problem in a relationship when you continue to be with somebody that does not respect you, somebody that does not um understand your feelings as a woman, is a problem. But what many of us normally see is the divorce, that oh, Anita Okoye went and put in for divorce. She want to divorce her husband. She want to carry all his money. So people don't see where the problem started from. Okay, we don't normally see that problem. It is when it comes to money and all those stuff that we see where the issue it really relies on. So a lot of reaction from women, from the men, everything on social media. You know, a lot of dust on social media, especially when it comes to a black woman asking for divorce. There is a lot of reaction from many of our people, the ones that are Christians, that will start quoting their Bibles and all these things. But when they see these men behaving the way they normally behave, or treat their women the way they normally treat many of us, we African women, you see, nobody really want to care about it. Everybody is waiting for the time that you will react, or you want to throw this man away, you don't need him anymore. Then you will see them say, oh, you have children with this man, you have to stay with him. The Bible does not want divorce, but the same Bible said that you should treat your wife in a proper way. You should respect your wife. You shouldn't bring cheating into your relationship. You shouldn't pregnate another woman outside and you expect your wife to be cool with it. So it is like many of us, we don't see the wrong, we don't see the problem that actually generates divorce and separation when it comes to our community. We always see that like everything is cool, they were okay, they were everything was okay, and she decided to fight for divorce. No, There must be something that is not right in that marriage, in that relationship, or that meaning that in our community, when things have to do with a woman, people don't see what is wrong. We don't see what is wrong. It is the time that you fight for divorce, that is where they see that there is a problem. Oh, she left her husband. She said she's not going to be in the marriage anymore. She's leaving the man. That is where the problem is. But when Paul impregnated a lady in Nigeria, and she later flew to UK to have the baby, there wasn't any reaction on social media. All these men that is shouting around on social media, Anita, you be thief, you want to come and carry Paul money, do you want to destroy the man or whatsoever? That lady worked for that money too. That same money you are talking about, that woman worked for it. She spent her beauty, her time, her youth raising children, taking care of the home and everything. So I believe she deserves something back for it. And when we talk about the Africa concept, when it comes to marriage, everything is dovey, beautiful, family, ashobi, and all whatsoever. Why are we not talking about divorce? Because when we look at the way many men treat their wives in Africa, when we talk about marriage, it is the women that are truly holding the marriage when it comes to marriage in Africa way. Many women hold their marriage very well, and the moment they decide to let go of the marriage is over. When you see most marriage that are still sustaining, most of the women have taken a lot. They have taken a lot. They have go through too much. They have go through too much. We are not talking about the men in our community that are responsible. They don't cheat on their women. They can't surprise you with babies. They can't surprise you with other women. They can't just say, okay, we are divorcing now. No drama. You take this house, me take this one. No, these are men that you if you don't ask for anything, they are going to stay with everything. And most of them, when it comes to property and all this stuff, many of them normally buy the land with their names, everything with their names. So how are you going to reclaim anything? Are you just going to go to a marriage, spend your 20 years, spend your 30 years with a man, and the moment you choose not to want the marriage, you lose everything? Because the same courts that married most of these people, the same courts don't enforce the law. They don't really have true divorce law in Africa, whereby a woman is entitled to this and the man will enforce it, or the court will enforce it. They don't do it. It's all about one-sided. Even before the court and all this stuff started, many men will just wake up from the other corner of the bed. They will kick their wife on the outside with children. I've seen cases of, oh, follow your mama, follow your mama, follow your mama, don't come here again. The next thing, you see that woman is being replaced with another woman with other brand new children. So what are we talking about when should we be complaining that Anita is asking for what truly she deserves, what she has worked for 17 years of her youth, of her life, with children, everything. And knowing most of our African men, if she did not fight for divorce or for money, this man is not going to give him money. Even at times, if the court enforced most of these men to pay child support, to pay spousal support, to pay whatever, most of them cannot constantly do it. Even in this Europe, how many men are paying child support for their children? Not be say you pay 2 months, 3 months, constantly. As now oyibo wanna say their balance small, everything as they pay every month. Some go pay 18 years. How many of you are paying for that? How many of you are constant with your child support, visitation, everything? None. So I believe she deserves what she's really asking for, because she spent her years, her time, everything. I see comments with like, that is why Davido did not marry Choma, because Davido saw this. Are you going to compare Davido and Choma case? Even Choma missed a bullet by not marrying Davido. She missed a bullet, because this is the same social media validation and people that were clapping for Choma. You people are jealous, go and have a baby for Davido. Now Choma is a single mother. Who is helping her to take care of the child and responsibility and everything? None of you. That is what many of our Africans normally do when it comes to cases like this, when Peter Paul Okoye and Anita did a wedding, they never did a wedding of the normal common wedding. They did a celebrity wedding. So I believe if she wants to ask for divorce, sponsor support, child support, she will ask for a celebrity a compensation. Is that a problem to any of you? That shouldn't be a problem. She's asking because the man have. Many of you get pregnant, you don't even see cream, see money to buy your cream to remove stretch mark that this man baby brought to your body. You don't even have that money. Many of you get pregnant, you can't even claim anything from them. So who is fooling who here? Many of you are like complaining. Even she stated so many reasons why she decide to fight for divorce. That lack of attention, a lot of things, and so on and so forth. Even on knowing that this man even get the maid pregnant, he got another girl pregnant. I think 2013, he got another girl pregnant, and all those stuff. These are most of the things that many of you that are even commenting on social media bashing this lady. These are common things that many African women, many women go through in their marriage. Am I lying? These are normal things that many of you are going through in your marriage. But when it comes to celebrity, you think that, oh, she shouldn't have done it because she have to keep faces and she have to like patch it up because she doesn't want to be disgraced. That same she doesn't want to be disgraced. Maybe that was the reason why she still went ahead and get married to Paul, because for somebody to date you for good 10 years, some people just look at dating and all this stuff. Some dating of a thing, you just like go too much years. I've seen so many girls 8 years, 9 years, and so on dating, and at the end they will not marry. They will not marry. Just if the man was really worthy of marriage and all those stuff. Wait 10 years dating. I fear that one 10 years dating is too much. And you see at the end, she just got married 7 years and the marriage is over. At least when she was dating, she have option to like go. She have other boys that is talking to her. Many of these guys, they will manipulate you, and many of you even understand most of the music that Paul normally sing. Stay with me. If I not get today, I go get for tomorrow. All those stuff can manipulate a lot of women to stay with them. Most of this music, most of the reason why I don't listen to some certain music in Africa, in Nigeria, is that most of this music, the people that sang the music are men. They normally use it to manipulate the women. If you are not intelligent, you will fall into all those stay with me. Why wetin come happen to if you don't get come date me now? I dey enjoy my life. Maybe I go see other man wey want me. Well, wetin happen to that one? Like, you want me to stay with you in poverty? Like, how many real women have stayed with a man, built with a man in poverty and everything, and they come out on hot? Many of them are hot, really. They did a lot to cuddle these men, to grow them, to do everything for them, and at the end they still go out. You see the fighting back that Anita is fighting back now. It's like she look back and she sees that she has lost a lot: her time, her youth, her beauty, everything. And she even stated that the guy is so stingy, and a lot. She have a career, she's a lawyer, and so on and so forth. She have kids, she have a family to build too. So overnight now, many of you think that she not contribute nothing. It was just Peter singing and making all the money, and she doesn't deserve anything. And you see, I saw a lady was saying like, I have a daughter, I have a son too, whatsoever. Why do African women normally want to cuddle their son? Okay, you want her to go now without nothing just because you have a son. What about if we turn the table around, that your daughter is benefiting from this? How are you going to? Because many of our African women, hate their daughter. I'm sorry to say this. Many of them hate their daughter. Many of them are competing with their daughter because they cannot make it. Many of them, they don't want their children to like make it. That is why you see When their children say, oh mommy, I'm going through this in my marriage, they say, ah, what of me? You know the one wey me go through. You know that is the one. I don't know how to put this. Like they are like competing in everything with their daughter. That's why when something like this happen in marriage, they always want to play make the men play the victim for the men. What about the woman? Is she not a human? She has to put up with cheating, lies, and all those stuff. If when I saw comment where somebody was saying like, ah, no wonder I noticed Paul normally comment on women's picture on Instagram like he doesn't have a wife. And do you think that that woman don't see all those stuff? She sees it on Instagram. Maybe she just decide to like play a blind eye, like many of you advise African women to close your eye, don't look. What you are not looking will look at you tomorrow. That is what you don't know. Many of you don't want to look, many of you don't want to look the red flag, but later you see that problem that you don't want to see will come back tomorrow. Somebody complain about cheating, neglect, emotionally, everything, and you are saying that if she just give her all this money now, it will bankrupt, it will go crazy, it will do this. What about your daughter's life, her 3 children wey she pull out of her womb, that she will spend the rest of her life to take care of, while Peter will spend few time maybe to visit them in the US and whatever. She has to pull over with this child. Peter is free to get married to anybody. If Peter is going to somewhere tomorrow, no children is going to disturb him. So I don't understand why most of the people that are sympathizing are the women. Do you people just want to live on bare minimum, like nothing? You just want to go to a marriage and come out like you're crazy, all of you. That is why many of you are suffering today, because you are not intelligent to take what really belongs to you. Most of us have been there in this African marriage, that you go and you see the man will just say, I don't need you. Many women in this Europe today, they build houses with their husband. Today, they can't even go to that house. They can't. Everything the man own it. A man will dash you a car. At the end, the car will be in his name, everything. In the day you don't want the relationship again, you want that car back. A man will buy you whatsoever. They will come and pick. There are types of these men that we have. They are the type of men that when they buy you this, tomorrow you don't want again. They want that thing back. So why are all of you complaining that she is demanding what actually belongs to her, her time, her year, everything, and you see the other one crying that, oh, the woman want to bankrupt him? How is she not somebody's daughter? Eh? She's somebody's daughter. She have her own life to live. And if she wasn't putting on for the divorce, do you believe in your wildest dream that Peter and Paul will just say, okay, let's divorce amicably? You take the house in Lekki, the other one. No, it will never. No, most Daki men will never do it. They believe that when they divorce you, you have to naked, you have to suffer. That is another thing that they believe should happen to you. You should come begging them, because the problem they have is that you shouldn't have leave them. You have to tolerate them. You have to tolerate cheating, neglect, lack of emotion, love, respect. You have to tolerate it. Our mama tolerate it. So you have no right to divorce your husband. You have no right. You are supposed to be tolerating this man. That is why most of the women in our community, they treat their children to be bado. They treat their children to be badly behaved, so that the women can tolerate their bad behavior. They believe that is marriage. That is what marriage was built upon. For one person to be a terrorist and the other one will be the victim, or come to take everything. We need to be wise. When we see things like this, ladies, and Peter's fight is not for you. Peter's fight and divorce is not for you. You are not bringing to this world to come and use your beauty, your life, and your time to have babies for every man or any man, and at the end of the day you live in his house without taking what belongs to you. This lady has spent her time, everything, with this man, and she deserves to take whatever she want to take. If Peter believes that that money is too much, he can go to court and negotiate it. He can go to court, negotiate it, because I've seen where many of you, I don't understand what is wrong with most of our women. You see all of them, they are like, if you read comments, you will just like, I will come tomorrow for comments, so that we will read comments, you will laugh. And you see their mentality, especially the men, those angry birds. Most of the angry birds here, oh, you need to see their comments. You need to see their comments. You need to see their mentality. That is what will tell you what many women are going to put up with when it comes to marriage. If so many men can think like this, and you see the women too saying, oh, I still get son. If you have a son, does that mean that you cannot spot what is wrong? If you have a son, does that mean that you cannot fight for your fellow women? You cannot see what is wrong in something? You have a son. I have a husband. So is your husband everybody? No. Your husband is not everybody. That is the gag that is really a problem when it comes to African people communicating and seeing things that are not right in our community when it comes to relationship, marriage. This one we say, I have a husband, though I cannot talk, because they know that the same thing that they are seeing outside, the same thing is going on inside their house. They can't talk, they can't correct it. So it is a problem for them to speak. They believe that if they speak, they will lose their husband, or if speak, no man will want them. So the best thing is for them to speak in the favor of the man, even if the man is wrong 100%, they will have to speak in his own favor. Okay. And you see, when it comes to all these celebrities and all these people, there is so much conspiracy on most of our black women globally. When you dating all these celebrity, more every woman want to lay down with them. So they will be that like, oh, she was going out with him when he was poor, when he have nothing. This man will use you to upgrade. He will use you to arrange himself and leave you. We start misbehaving because you have put up with it for long. No marriage, no wedding. You play the mama role, you play the girlfriend role, you play the wife role. So the man self will be tired and start resenting you. That is why you see, oh, Anita, now he marry him, he want to take his money. What about the 10 years that this man was chopping from this girl without no ring, without nothing? She live in the US. So what can Paul do for this lady? What? Maybe that struggle of love that would normally promote that, oh, now first love, oh, they were together for years, they don't leave each other. Many women are dying. At times it's better breaking up with that old love and find new one and live in peace. But because of, oh, they will come and use Annie Idibia, yeah, two-face. Don't you see her two-face? After he lie down everywhere, have baby everywhere, Annie receive him back. They use that. Even if you see the Paul and the Peter music, it's the same thing that they are promoting. It's the same thing that they are promoting. They should have been an example of what they were promoting and be a good man to these women that are ready to bear their poverty, to suffer, to stay, that so that they should go to abroad and come back and bring money. There should be a good man. That is the only way you can compensate a woman that have spent all her time, her youth, her beauty, everything to be with you. Be a good man, provide for her, because by you keeping that lady, you drove a lot of potential husband, boyfriend, dates, everything she could have gained as a woman. Me, I don't know what to that they gain. No, everybody know what they want to gain if it comes to dating. Like, you don't want this woman to be with another man, you want your you know for long. That is something they normally promote in this Nollywood and all this stuff. Woman that she was with me, AY, the other one, she was with me when I was suffering. Who cares? Who cares? Must you take your struggle? Must you take me through your struggle? That is what most of our women need to know and understand. Eh? Later you will see the other one that does not go through struggle. They will say, now he can't make money, he can't enter. All these type of men that have this mentality, many of them are angry birds. They are angry birds. They are dusty. They believe that because they have money, they have character, they have everything. No, their money does not define their character. Just they have new money. Those new money they show on Instagram, all those Dolce Gabbana complete shirts that they normally wear. It does not show anything apart from shiny shiny. You understand? Those things does not dignify them as a man. They are boys, many of them. They are just nothing but the boys. You understand? With their long nails, frying their hair, all those stuff, putting their dress and all those things. Those are boys. When you have money, you have to have a certain level of integrity. You have to have a certain level of integrity, behavior to back it up. If you don't have it and you have only money, like what I see in most of the Nigeria or black celebrity, it's all about money. And you see them jumping from one woman to another, fabricating baby mamas, fabricating single mothers, and they turn around and complain about women being single mothers, women being baby mamas. Is Anita not going to be a baby mama now? A single mother? Yes, that is what she's going to be. A divorcee, a single mother. And all you all see is the money. She went at the man for the money. All this stress and everything that this man has put us through, that does not count in the black community. What counts is that this lady is asking for money. That is the problem many of us have with her now. She decided to ask for money in a relationship where she have spent 17 years of her life. The offense that she have with black community Nigerians now is she decided to file for divorce because the shoe that she was wearing wasn't okay for her. It was itching her and she decided to let it go. Because normally a Nigerian man will never file for divorce. There was still a report that she waited for some months for him to file a divorce. He never did. They will never tell you they are divorcing you. That he went to get a girlfriend because the woman was starving him with sex and all those stuff. I don't know. Maybe those are fabricated news. Maybe it's true. But something must have happened. Most women can restrain from sex from you because you are cheating. They don't want to get infected with disease and all those stuff. Maybe you refuse to use protection too. So they will just restrain themselves from sex. Does that look bad on her? No. They will never fight for divorce. That is why they always struggle you along everywhere. Stage 1 struggle, stage 2 struggle. He will go to police station, you will go and drag him out. He will go to FIR, you will drag him out. He will drag you everywhere until he will leave you in the four junction. That is why many of you go through struggle of, because you choose to, you are waiting for the day that he will say he does not want again. He will cheat, he will do everything, he will abandon you financially, emotionally, spiritually, everywhere. You will still be there because you're waiting for him to say he does not want you anymore. But those are signs that this person don't value you, don't want to be there. But you are still there. You waste your time, you waste your youth, you waste your beauty. You fall into depression and all this stuff because you decide not to let go. And they will never say they are divorcing you. But their behavior will tell you that they don't want you anymore. That is one thing you should know, that they will never fight for a divorce. It's surprising now that she fight for divorce. Yeah, maybe she has already made up her mind, because one thing I understand with Nigerian women it is difficult for them to separate from their marriage. That is one thing. Like the whole marriage very, very strong, that like they don't want it to go. It's difficult for them to let go of their marriage. If you see a woman fighting for divorce, something must be wrong, especially when there is money. Don't you see the Davido and Choma? All of them were fighting and killing themselves for that small boy. They didn't want to let go. Choma never want to let go. She still drop a baby there. So why do you believe that with all those mansion, cars and everything, a woman decide to let it go, and you think is a moi, is a happy thing for her? She just want to go. No, she's fed up. She's fed up. When we all see that the husband was denying the paternity of a baby, it was like, oh, no, no problem now. All these girls, they want to go and break his home. Yes, when you decide to sleep with other women without no protection, there will be a baby somewhere waiting for you. There will be a baby waiting for you. And at the end, you start blaming the woman. You start blaming her that, oh, she want to divorce when she has already been through everything. Huh? If it was Anita that brought a baby from another man, I think all of you will be, they cheat, she's this, she's that. Now, everybody want to crucify her with comment. She's a gold digger. She want when Daki, most of our Daki men is talking about gold digging, I bust laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, because I don't know. The only people that have money there, most of the musicians, the politicians, and there is no way any woman is going to go dig anything there, because most of them have plenty girlfriend plus their wife, all competing and living miserable. So there is nothing to go dig there. You don't see them like buying a house and putting their wife's name. They will still do that strategy of putting their name under the house, car, everything, so that the day they say they don't want you anymore, or you are fed up, you will be in the streets. That is why the same thing in this Europe today, most of the men are crying for social money that is being given to single mothers, because the single mother cannot suffer. They can't suffer because the government covered them and their children. That is one pathology that is paining most of the Africans here. They single mother now. Now government say, may una dey live una husband. No. The children and the mothers has to be covered. It's not easy to carry 9 months born. It destroy your body, your beauty, everything. You need to be compensated for it. Anybody that believe otherwise, forget them. Most of them are mummies. And most of the mummies, they are used to sacrifice their life and everything for men. They don't have anything. They don't value themselves. They believe that it's better for them to do right or die relationship, and the man will go away with all their sweat and everything. And the moment they see other women want to fight and get something from the marriage they built, they stay in for years. It is a pain in their heart, because many of them are mummies. That those mummies are the ones that you will see in the internet crying for pot today. That, oh, he want to steal our money. Just 7 years marriage, and you are asking for 96 million naira every year. The children are celebrity, Abi. They are celebrity. They did celebrity marriage, celebrity children. Celebrity children use money, isn't it? Yes. If they cannot stay together and spend their money together, then he will spend it outside. When he decide to share the 96 million every year for the family, he will know how it is. He will know the value of having a woman inside and outside. Because Many of you don't teach lessons to these people. That is why they come and do everything. And when it comes to celebrity in Africa community, most of the celebrity are the lecture. They are the example many of us learn from. They are the example. If you see most of the behavior of the boys, the women, the men, the young ones in our community today, the dressing, is influenced by the celebrities. Yes, all those twerking and half naked, divorce, separation, all those stuff is influenced by the celebrities. Like since Two-Face have babies around and marry Annie, how many people have you seen always use their marriage as example? Many people. And many people are aspiring to put a woman through pain, through many babies, and later he will go and marry her. And you see many women see sign for that. You see women see sign for that. You see, for example, Chioma Davido. Chioma saw everything, red flag, and she decided to jump into it. Because many of us, we look at it as competition. These celebrities, they are what many people use as their role model. And you want to complain that she want money. She want our money, our own share. If celebrity marry, celebrity babies, those children will be well dressed, well educated, because that is what is trending in the when it comes to the celebrity arena. It's all about money. That is why you see them, they don't behave properly, they do whatever they like, and many of you applaud them. So what many of the celebrity wife normally do, even from America, where they for teach you now all these things, they normally put it for divorce and share their property. Why is Anita home different now? Is it because she's black? Most of the footballers are not, their white women share their money, even for things that is not even up to cheating, emotional neglect, and all this stuff. No, many of them share the money and they go. Because most of the darky men, because when we talk about the judge, the courts, and all this system, it is created by the black man in the black community. They don't value the women. They don't put firm law that can protect the women and the children. That is why when they come to Europe, they are crying, all this angry bird, they cry up and down. Government, they protect the women. They are crying because they are powerless. They hate many of these women so much. They don't want them to have anything of their own. They don't want them to grow. Because if there was the real law that is really well enforced, all these things are not supposed to go out. Peter should have known what he's supposed to do. At times I have some white friends that will say, oh, this house is, even one of my Colombia friend, he said he have 2 houses in Colombia, one for him, one for his wife. That they separate, he gave 1 house to his wife. So things like that, normally you should know what he's supposed to do. And you see, it's like, Anita, black woman, she's soliciting for 96 million. Hey, are you crazy? You want to bankrupt him? Oh, I have a son. Because you have a son, does that mean that Anita will not take what belongs to her? This is what you people are saying. Anita is somebody's daughter. It means that the daughters, they are supposed to be like you, the man, and the man will just use one hand, do the like this, bam, they will go and fall back and start for square one. And you see the man replace the woman with new woman, new children, everything. Who be mumu? Nobody is a fool this time. Anita, you need to take whatever belongs to you there. Don't listen to all these Nigeria people. All of them are lining up now to overtake you or to jump into the relationship. That is what they are used to. You just have to live your life, rebuild your life, enjoy your life, live your life with your children, and life has to go on after divorce. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. There will be a lot of lies. She was cheating. She was doing it. There will be a lot of lies. But if you can be able to bypass it, take a better lawyer, and you're a lawyer yourself. If you want to talk now, wetin P Square? What do P Square do apart from singing? She's more educated than him. He should have been happy. Said maybe he was jealous in the woman or something. That is why that is a lot you can see in this relationship. Most likely they don't want an educated woman. They don't want you to be better than them. They will steal everything for you, make life difficult for you. so that you will go, because they're secretly jealous of you. They secretly hate you for being successful, for being more educated than them. So enjoy your life, babe. Leave them to be ranting on the internet, all these dusty, all these angry birds. They will always talk that you want to go dig. Because if you see many of them, their mom brought, their mom brought, like they bring a lot to the table and they took a little. They share men with their fellow women. They suffered a lot, have plenty children. What did they gain? Nothing. So it's normal that they will see you like you are demanding for something. They all go crazy. They all go mad. So it's normal. So live your life, babe. And single mother, single father in Europe. Bye bye on my Facebook and on my YouTube. Edo Girl. I love you all. Bye. Bye bye.